everyone. Today we're going to enter the town of Mercury. It's a military base. You cannot go there, but there is a sign that says exit to Mercury on the freeway. But so I guess if you exited, you'd have to turn around right away. Let's see if we can get ourselves in here. Here's the exit. And come down. So we'd be coming down this freeway. Oh, and then it comes to a stand. And that would be the gate of the base. Look, they got everything blurred out. They got the building blurred out and everything right there. Look at that. Let's try to see if we can't move ourselves straight down, kind of look or something here. Yeah, we can't even see the building. There's a building right here, supposedly. And it's all blurry. I don't know why they blur that out. This is people come and line up outside this fence out here, and they start praying and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, saying "Let me in," and I mean it's worse than Area 51, and because these people actually do that and they get arrested and all kinds. There's videos all about it. So it's pretty crazy. And they're like, I give my soul and all this, and you know, they believe aliens are housed in here. Alien creatures. Who knows what's in there? But you think this would be a fence to lock people up, like an area to lock people up if they try to come in and they're waiting for the police to come get them. You think that's what it would be, but who knows? Who knows what those things are in there right there? They look identical. Everything's blurred out. Blurred out. So, we're gonna head into Mercury Base. Looks like a long road down there. But we're gonna head in there and see what we can find. So we'll back out a little bit. See if anything's right on the edge here. I can see, I'm sure there is out there, but let's go on into Mercury. See what we can find. Looks like washes on the side of the road. Goes in, we're back out a little bit in case we can see anything on the side. There's like a dirt road over here. Couple glitches in there. Looks like some other kind of building here on the left or something. Maybe somebody standing next to it. I don't know. See it? To the side of the road, everybody. That's weird. It's almost like a perfect figure or a statue. I don't know. And then that's weird how, look how the railing tears off on the side of the road right here. It's kind of weird. So let's head back down this road. Seems like a ways down the road. Seeing something. Seems like a ways down the road. See lots of little runoff trails. You guys see what I see with the trails? I don't know if that's something on the trail. It almost looks like there's little things walking on the trail. Let's get off of that and go back to this Mercury. Uh-oh, there's a vehicle heading into Mercury. Looks like more buildings on the sides of the roads right here. And another checkpoint area. Make sure who's coming in is who's coming in. Oh, this is a long road here we're going down. Gonna do some time. Some roads coming off of the road. Another vehicle going in there. It's almost like an RV. There's something over there. There's something standing right there in the middle of the screen. See that? Can't make it out because it's blurry. I don't know if that's a little pond or what that is. But there's another turnoff to go that way to Camp Desert Rock. Camp Desert Rock. Looks like we have some kind of storage unit or something going into the ground right there. Doesn't really look like anything here. Looks kind of beat up, but you know, they probably scratched it all out. There's a plane strip, little building. Who knows what that is? I guess parking lot. Something blurred out right there. That's how they smudge things out. And this is all smudged too. Center of the screen. Looks like some kind of giant creature right there. If you see what I'm saying, looks like it's got a head, like it's looking right at us. One down here. One right there. Looks like some giant creatures doing something, guys, with whatever this is right here. This guy right here in the middle, man, he looks like a dog, man. Something's going on right here. I don't know what this shit is, but you can see in there structures or something. And I see some kind of creatures in there. I couldn't tell you what it is. That almost looks like a skull in the middle of the screen laying down in there. One above it. Pretty funny, guys. Can't say for sure if that's what those are, but it sure does look like some kind of being standing on legs in there. A couple of them I see. This would be something to investigate. Come back, take some pictures out of the video, and then clean them up. See if we see any heads or anything like that, but I pretty much lay my money on it that these are giant creatures down in here. Definitely. I can see heads right there. I can see legs. Look at all four of those creatures right there. They all look like they have a head. Do you see that? Just stare at it for a few minutes. You'll see what I'm saying. It's all about the detail, guys. These are creatures. These are not shadows. I see eyes on one of them. Yeah, so these are a bunch of giant creatures, some kind of creatures down in there. Doing something. must be why they go crazy about this base. Everybody does. They know a little more than we know they know. But I'm telling you, man, I see legs open down there. I'm going to snap a couple of these shots of these pictures after we do the video, clean it up, and see what's going on. Because you can tell they smudged all this, but they missed. You know, when they do that, they miss a head, they miss arms, they miss legs, they miss some of them. They try to cover it up the best they can. I'm seeing some shit down in there. Definitely. Some shit that ain't normal. Yeah, I think there's beings down there. I'm seeing shit. These would actually, right here, be really good pictures. I bet you if you cleaned them up. All you gotta do is snap the shot, brighten the picture up a little bit in the contrast, and you'll start to make out stuff really good. But I believe that's what this is right here. Some sort of giant creatures down in here doing something. Right there, there's a couple patches of it doing their work, whatever they're doing, and then look at that design right in across it. I mean, how obvious is some design? That's probably a spaceship, who knows? The building over there. Wow. Right next to a runway on top of it. So unload the runway. Supplies come in. Yeah. Camp Desert Rock right next to all that. Like there's all kinds of stuff over here. Weird. Who knows what that is? That could be a sewer supply, a reservoir. Everything's got to have water. Mercury Hospital or something in there. Look at that. The town of Mercury in there. Military buildings. Some cars down in there. Security trucks. Everybody's so interested in the town of Mercury. There's some kind of dark standing things right there, 3 of them. And those ain't, I don't think those are people. People don't show like that. Mercury military base. It's all dark. Look how dark the parking lot is. I'm gonna back out now. See where the road goes over that way. We're gonna go back deeper into the base if we can. Whoops. How did we get back over there? There we go. Look at that. Almost looks like a pyramid there. Or it does. The way the shape of that mountain is. Go further in, back in here, see what we can find. Hide stuff deeper in. Look at that, how they blurred that all out. Look at that, center of the screen, some sort of creature walking. I bet my money on that. That's what those are. It's like a doorway right there into that mountain. Look at all these, whatever these are. These black looking creatures sitting down and standing up everywhere. Damn, look at it all the way around there. And like I said, just take a snapshot picture, go in the video, and clean them up, man. You'll see detail to these dark things. The dark things are not normal. Just to let you know that. There's structure and shit down in there. Whatever that black way is to go in. Where does that road go? Further in. And you know, I'm sure it goes all the way back into Area 51. I've followed this road before, and that's what it does. It goes right back into the back of Area 51. And this is all government property, or seized up land from the government. But that's what it does. It goes right into the back. Crystal. What's Crystal all about? With a built-in pool. This must be the captain's house of the military. Lives in there in a built-in pool. Got his own little subdivision or something here. You can see there was water in that pool way out in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. Funny. Let's go in down here and see what we see. There's some trees. Tell those are trees. Campground or something off to the side. I don't know. Sure, it's always packed. So yeah, that's the town of Mercury right there, where everybody wants to get into. Quick review here. When you come into that town, these roads right here lead off and go into back behind Area 51 and into some caves. See here, I'm trying to chuck this road real quick down so you can see, which you can see there's more structure and weird shit down on the ground, you know. Oh, look at that. Weird. Yeah, there's. Let's go down and see. Oh, I've seen that before too on videos. A little temple of God. Spiritual temple. It's like somebody made that in the middle of nowhere. It's weird. Very weird shit. So I believe people have access so far in here, but they can't get in further where we're about to go. Look at, there's a landing strip right there. Look at that. More base way back in there. I'm always excited what we'll find here. built-in pool. Must be a community pool. I don't know what that is. That dark thing, that black thing is not a tree. Same with that one. Okay. Same with these dark ones. They etched and blurred them out to make them look similar to trees. Plane parked right there. You can see right on the sidewalk that is not. And look at how that's funny how it's got legs coming down with feet. Very funny. Very suspicious. Yeah, a lot of people believe there are alien creatures working at this base with military people. Man, that's funny how the tops of these dark things look like they have ears. Funny, I'd like to snap a couple pictures of that and clean those up to see what exactly that is, because I don't think they're going to black out a tree. And I don't think those are trees right there. Take a look for yourself. And I know quite a few people that would tell you those are giants, even Joe. Those do look like giants, man. So, yeah, I'm just gonna lay it on the line. Those look like giants. Giants have been blurred out by Google Earth, smudged. Crazy. Yes, the town of Mercury military base is a place to check out. Definitely. Look how far this goes back, and then look at what it does here. Storage area. You know, the tall whites are back here somewhere in Indian Springs as well. And I don't know if you've ever heard any stories, look at that straight line, about the tall whites. Look at, they blurred it so good. See the square structure on the ground, everybody? You see the straight lines? There's structure down there. And they blurred it with super brightness so we can't see any of the structures. And that's what they do. Pretty funny how outlined those are, real dark. That's what they do to keep you from seeing any of that. Look at all that. Look how bright it is. Hiding shit. Oh, see the change of the colors? They're hiding shit down in there. Definitely. This is all base. What's that? Standing straight up. What is that square looking piece of whatever it is? Look, there's another one. Statues. Signs. Look at it, just goes further back, deeper into more base. See if we see anything down in that bright stuff. Yeah, this is good. These roads go right back into the back of Area 51, and You know, it gets crazy, man, back in there. I mean, is that gold or... They just flow back in there, you know what I mean? And no one's going back in there. Dog Bone Lake, I'm sure it's military. Look at how light that is and bright it is. And look at this structure right here. Straight line structure, folks. See it? There's something back here they're hiding. Straight line structures. A building. Maybe maybe they use this as a runway to operate the vehicles. Yeah, Charles Hall talks about the tall whites. And, whoops. And he talks about the tall whites aliens on Area 51 base back in Indian Springs. And, I'm sure, look, it's like they got their own little communities down there. This is still government property. And then it goes off to Las Vegas, which, you know, there's fences and gates and no one's getting in there. So, Warm Spring. So, yeah, that's the town of Mercury, guys. We kind of investigated back in the back a little bit so everybody could see what's going on here. We're just going to whip around and go back like that. Boom. See, it's all brightened up. Look at that. Boom. Base. Military base. Look at how they smudged and blacked out whatever that is. Jeez. And they whited everything out. I'm sure there's tons of stuff down there that we cannot see. I see structure. I see square lines. I see straight. Look at this guy. It looks like he's running right through the hole. You see that pit looking? And then you see it looks like a guy with his legs open running. Well, I'm convinced, thoroughly convinced, right off the beginning when we started the video. I don't know what those things are. And look at this. What in the world is that? Look at that, whatever that is. Pretty crazy, guys. Here's some water source for everybody. Everything needs water. Everything alive drinks water that we know of. So everything needs water. I used to go in the woods with video cameras and try to get as closest to the bear I could. And I would hide out by the dens and everything. And this native man told me, if you're looking for the bear, go by the water. And he was right. When I went by the water, I started seeing the bear. And right in the middle of the screen, that looks like a skull laying there facing us. Which it must be laying on the ground, looking straight up. And that's what that looks like. And I'm going to tell you, or it's in this thing's hand. And this might be a giant creature right here. Blurred out. And that skull might be in his hand. Pretty funny, the one back here looks like he has eyes. And that one too. Yeah, these are some sort of giant creatures back here, man. I've been doing this for too long. I know what to look for. There's some giant creatures back in here. So yes, disclosure is it, man. There is giant creatures, whatever they are, back here working with the military, obviously, and they're keeping us away, wanting us not to know anything about what's going on. Blurring it out. And I noticed on top of it, guys, the more years that go by, the more blur they do. You know, a couple years ago, this didn't look like this. You could see more. Now it's where it's like, what in the world? Town of Mercury, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure Mercury didn't like us exposing them. But that's the way it goes, man. You lie, you get exposed. If we didn't see anything, we would have been straight up about it and said we didn't see anything. But I lay my money on that shit here. And now I understand why people believe and think what they do about this place. See, I don't think anything funny about stuff like that because I've seen these before. I don't know what they are, but I'm assuming they're some sort of maybe nuke bomb. I don't know. Like missiles on the ground, or I don't know. They might even be water containers, for all I know. But this is still military base area. This is all military base area, so I don't know why it says Big Dune Recreation. That's not for us. You know, Mountain Wilderness area, that's not for us. We can't go there. This is still military. If you look it up, this is all military property. Well, I guess we're gonna, oops, we just keep finding other shit. Guess we're gonna wrap it up, guys. I'll come back later and do another video after I research this more, and I'll find some cool stuff that we could just go right to and check out even more. And clear up some pictures and do a review on it, guys. That's a wrap, man. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Town of Mercury.